I think it's very valuable. And I'm really looking forward to taking this back to my guys and teaching. I mean, I think the way you structured and taught the class, I mean, it really sunk in. I mean, this isn't something where you might leave today and it's going to be gone. I mean, this is like stuff that you just built on from day one to now day 4, where it's just like almost, I wouldn't say muscle memory, but it's almost kind of like second nature. And we plan now with our defensive instructors, our cadre of instructors. We're going to try and meet once a month and just run through this program. So come time to teach DT, I mean, it's going to be second nature and, almost like breathing to us. But I think, it's not a lot of complex moves, which is, you get into some complexity sometimes with the way DT instruction is. And it's very simple but very effective movements and, ways to get guys on the ground. And from going through it and, a lot of DT stuff is like pain compliance. This is, just effective, quick, get the guys down the ground, get yourself safe and in a good position to where you can affect an arrest very quickly without having to inflict a lot of pain, on a suspect. So I mean, I think that's really good in the long run. It's really going to cut back on our use of force reports and our complaints about any type of brutality. Again, like the simplicity of the movements. It's real easy sometimes, to forget to move your feet and open your hips and then close your hips. And the way the class is structured, and the way you taught it, it's going to be real simple to transition that and explain it in a classroom setting to my guys. And I think any department will be able to take this program and really make it their own and really do good things out on the street with it. So I mean, one thing I took away from it was the footwork and the movements. I mean, it's nothing super complex, and it amazes me the few simple movements that you have just by placing your feet and opening your hips a certain way to get yourself in a great position, to where you can affect an arrest or take down a suspect. I think that I'm really taking that away from it. Absolutely. Well, like I mean, I keep reiterating it, but I think a lot of police departments need to buy into the system, just for, and I don't mean in a negative way, but the simplicity of it. And there's not a lot of complex movements. There's no joint manipulation. There's no hard takedowns. Just the way it moves and flows so easily. I mean, you envision the water going down a brook. That's kind of how it's been now in day 4. Guys are just getting there and they're hitting the movements without even having to think about it. Some of the moves that we've done over the years in DT, it's like, all right, well, let me break this down. Okay, now I got to break the elbow down. All right, break the wrist down. And it's just like, very 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to do this move before I can do this. Here with the techniques, if I miss move 1, I can very easily move into move 2, and right into another anchor and a takedown. So I mean, it flows very well, and I would highly recommend it for any police department. You're a good instructor. We learned a lot, and it's nice, being in law enforcement and being an instructor for so long to come in and learn something new. So, to the point where I'm like, hey, this was better than what I've been teaching. To me, that's been fantastic.
And as a chief, as an administrator, you feel comfortable rolling this stuff out?
Well, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we were talking yesterday. Our DT was in plan until September, and I switched the calendar around so we can get it in March, just so we can get to it faster because, I'm excited. My other DT instructors are excited to get this out there to our department.